Today, Britain's best trampoline, tumbling and double mini trampoline gymnasts ascend here at the LG Arena in Birmingham for the 2013 British Finals. Gymnasts have battled their way through regional galas to earn their place at this most prestigious event. Yesterday, the top 8 gymnasts qualified to the finals, and we're going to focus on the seniors, whose scores now start from 0. Now, it's certainly hot out here, but I hear the competition is heating up inside, so let's go take a look. So we're going to kick-start the finals with the men's and women's synchronised trampoline event. Established partnerships Kat Driscoll and Amanda Parker and Luke Strong and Nathan Bailey will be looking to prove themselves as they've been chosen to represent Great Britain at the World Games this summer. But it's not always easy when you have 2 people on the trampoline bed, and they're going to have some tough competition. So let's go take a look at the action. In the men's competition, Luke Strong and Nathan Bailey topped the scores with 48.2. However, they only competed as guests, so did not place. Michael Fenton and Ben Searle claimed the bronze with 39.5. Just ahead, with 41, Ross Abrahams and Cameron Reid took silver with a positive performance. The British title went to Philip Dodson and Nick Ledwold with 42.6. It was a difficult routine which included multiple double somersaults.
We've had quite an up and down season. We've got a couple of medals at the galas in the build up to this, but we've also been a little bit inconsistent. So really it was a case of come out today, do our routine and just see what everyone else was going to do, and thankfully we came out on top.
In the women's synchro event, Charlotte Thomas and Amy Todd claimed 3rd place with a confident performance to score 41.7. Sophie Lewis and Victoria Payne took silver with 5 double somersaults and a strong score of 43.6. 2012 champions Kat Driscoll and Amanda Parker continued their dominance, scoring 44.5, taking the women's crown. Although not one of their best performances, it still had enough difficulty and style, which included 1 trip and 9 double somersaults to take the top spot.
It was good for us to get out and compete again today. It's been a while since we've competed together, so we've got World Games coming up in a couple of weeks, so for us it was good to get out, get a routine under our belt. Not our high scoring that we've ever done, but we got the result that we were after today, so overall pretty good. Got a little bit of a ritual that Amanda does her own preparations, I do my own preparations, and then before we get on we look at each other like in the eye, and then we say our routine to each other both at the same time to make sure obviously that we know what routine we're doing. But
yeah, and then just as we're about to start on the trampoline, we have a cheeky little grin at each other before we start jumping for our start the routine.
It's just a way of kind of keeping synchro a little bit more fun, that it is the fun side, so we don't often get that opportunity where it's not as serious, so it's always a cheeky little smile, isn't it? And then it's like calms you down a little bit and then you go.
So our next final is the senior men's and women's double mini trampoline. In yesterday's qualifications, Nathaniel Scott led the way for the men, ahead of former British champion Matthew Swaffer, with the 2012 British champion Tim Horgan down in 4th. For the women, rising star Nicole Short led the way, ahead of Georgia Downing, the 2012 British champion, who qualified down in 4th place. But today we know the slate is wiped clean and the scores go back to 0. So let the battle commence. In the battle for the women's section, it was Gemma Osborne from Jumpers who took the bronze with 65.4. 2012 winner Georgia Downing from Hitchin Salto scored 65.5 to take 2nd place after a few unsteady landings. Having only recently begun focusing on double mini trampoline, Liverpool's Nicole Short took the women's title 2 marks clear of the field, scoring 67.9.
I feel my performance went better than expected. I like the other people in my group, and I was quite nervous, but just stuck to my passes and hoped it went well, really.
And what was going through your head before you went through each pass?
Just tried to keep calm, like focus on what I wanted to do, land on my feet, and then once it was done, it's done, really.
Over in the men's finals, first place qualifier Nathaniel Scott had to count a fall in his first pass, leaving the door wide open for his competitors. Pete Cracknell was first to take advantage, claiming the bronze medal with 65.3. Reese Gray from jumpers earned 67.5 with 2 solid passes to take silver. The senior men's DMT title was claimed by Matthew Swaffer with a score of 70. Matthew, who was competing in his 22nd and final British Championships, ended his illustrious career with the well-deserved gold medal round his neck, sticking his double twisting double straight.
First pass went to plan. Didn't do that. Sort of quite pleased with how it went. Nailed it. Didn't have to move. Then the second pass, I was very worried about. It was a big move that I was going to do, and decided right at the last minute, sort of a couple of minutes before the pass, that I didn't have to do it. So I had a word with my coach, and we changed the pass, and the change was good, so it worked well. I've been doing DMT since '99. I've been doing trampolining since 1992, so this is my 22nd national championships. And now we've got Worlds coming up later this year, so I'm hoping to get onto the team for that, and that will be my complete swan song, and then I'm done, because I'm absolutely shattered.
Next in the lineup is the senior men's and women's tumbling finals. Now, 2012 British champions and members of the British team for the World Games, Christoph Willerton and Rachel Lech, will be looking to regain their title today. But they're going to have some strong competition from newcomers. Newcomer to the senior event, Lucy Colbeck, 2012 Junior European Champion, is certainly someone to watch out for in the future. She unfortunately, however, took the 4th and final spot after she was unable to finish her first pass, but impressed in her second, showing her skill and determination. Helen Briggs from Andover took the 3rd spot on the podium with 56.8, despite losing momentum in her first pass after her double straight. Pinewood's Yasmin Tate held her nerve to take second with 62.9. The women's tumbling crown once again went to Wakefield's Rachel Lech, who comfortably took the title with 66.8, showcasing some difficult tumbling, including her impressive double twisting double straight. Congratulations, Rachel. Are you pleased with your performance today?
Yeah, I thought I did very well today. I did a safe run on the second run though. I needed to land to get in the position of first. So.
Well, talk us through your runs that you did today. What did you do?
I did. First run was double straight to full straight, which I've never competed before, so that was good. And I did full twist to full in straight from the second run.
In the men's event, Daniel Lanigan took the 3rd spot with some clean passes, but did not quite have the difficulty to place him higher, scoring 67.8. It was Derby's Greg Townley who finished in second with 72.1. He over-rotated his first tumble, the triple back, but put in a solid performance in his second pass to take silver. Andover's Christoph Willerton easily took the title with 76.7, producing some jaw-dropping, powerful tumbles that delighted the crowds, including a well-executed triple back somersault.
Yeah, I was very happy with today, obviously, because coming to this, I'd done some good training, but recently had a bit of an injury to my wrist, but I think the pure adrenaline in the crowd helped me to kind of forget about the pain, so I'm just happy with the performance, and did kind of some runs that I wanted to get ready for, obviously, the World Games.
So our last event is the senior men's and women's individual trampoline final. Luke Strong leads the way for the men and Emma Smith leads the way for the women from the qualification rounds. But as we all know, with the other finals, the scores now go to 0, so it's all to play for. Who can hold their nerve and take the title? In the men's senior category, 2012 British champion and top contender Nathan Bailey from Olga only managed to complete 5 skills, leaving him with a score of 23.965. Nathan's teammate and rising star, Kayvon Aristar, took advantage and produced a confident routine early on to set the standard, scoring 54.67 to take the bronze. Liverpool's Luke Strong looked calm and collected as he progressed through a difficult routine to make his mark and finish with silver with 56.02. In the end, it was one of the most experienced members of the Great Britain setup, James Higgins from Northampton Trampoline Gymnastics Academy, who claimed gold and his 5th title. James was clearly delighted to have completed his 10 skills and was rewarded a winning score of 56.525.
I'm slightly surprised with the outcome. I think some of the other lads had a difficult competition, but I think all in all, it was probably deserved, and I'm delighted. After the last couple of years where I've missed out, sort of delighted to be back on top really. It was all a little bit of a blur until I finished, and then I was just so delighted to have stayed on, having not done in the last two, that as soon as I finished I let out a massive sort of cheer and then just felt ridiculous.
It was a tightly fought competition in the women's section with an extremely competitive field. Laura Gallagher completed her routine, but with some travelling, she finished down in 5th with 51.96. Fresh from her synchro gold, Amanda Parker put in a solid performance, but just missed out on the medals in 4th with 52.96. The leader after day 1, Liverpool's Emma Smith, took bronze, scoring 53.18. 2012 Olympian Kat Driscoll just pipped Emma to silver with 53.41 and set the bar high early on with a confident, consistent routine. Bryony Page from ATFC Sheffield eventually took the title in a closely fought battle. For Bryony, the title was her first as she claimed the crown from Kat by a margin of just 0.12 with an extremely well-executed routine to score a strong 53.53.
I can't believe it. Like, after I did my routine, I was a bit gutted because I made a few mistakes. So all I had to do was wait for Emma to finish, and when my score came up, I was just over the moon. This week's been a bit difficult because I've been getting nervous, but I think I picked it up just in time, really. So I came in just knowing how to do a really good routine to beat all the others. So I didn't expect to win, but I expected to do my best.
So that just about wraps up a fantastic championships. As you can see behind me, some of the seniors are being awarded their medals. Congratulations to all gymnasts and coaches for taking part this weekend. Don't forget to subscribe to PGTV for all the latest news and exclusive features.